Hey YouTube, Gundam here. Welcome back to Space Engineers. Another build. Basically, I'm trying to build 3 ships quickly for personal reasons. This is the second one. This is the medium size. That over there is the Katarn. This is the I forget the name. Arquitens. Arquitens or Arquitens. Whatever it is. That is a heavy assault destroyer. This is a destroyer. After this, I will build a frigate. So, this is just the for point of scale. This is just one layer, except I stuck on a few engines that weren't there, so it won't fly away. This is just for the scale. If you take a look at the two, you can see the Arquitens can, well, not quite fit in the hangar of that thing, but it's not much bigger than the hangar, except for the width. Length, it's not far off. And that's kind of the point of the Arquitens. You should recognize the Arquitens from the, the Katarn as the Victory frigate from some lore, but this was used in Star Wars Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels. This is that ship. Imagine if there's a lot of red on here, it'd be Star Wars Clone Wars ship, and if, like it is now, it's the Star Wars Rebels ship. The Imperials like it. However, their ship only has like 2 guns here. I'm not going to do that. Although I was thinking about putting bigger guns. You know what? Yes. Why don't I do that? Because it's useful to have slightly bigger guns where they actually had it, I'm going to do this last minute change here. Okay. I only put one of them on. Okay. Let's see, fixed. There you go. Alright, so let's go over this ship. So the ship now has 2 bigger turbolasers here. It has 4 turbolaser turrets on the sides. There's 2 more on the other side. And it has 2 small turbolasers here. So its primary firepower is up top, but a broadside from this thing's gonna hurt, because you have these 3 smaller ones, unless you're closer to the front, in which case you have 4 smaller ones, and 1 or both of the bigger ones. So don't, basically being in front of this thing is suicide, or on a slight angle, except for being in front is worse. We'll get to that in a minute. Also, I'm gonna make a change to the Katarn, but we'll get to that later. So other armament on this ship includes these 8 turbolasers here along the front, 2 rocket launchers in the front, and a triple railgun package. That's gonna leave a mark. Defensive armament includes these 2 Gatling guns, these 2 Gatling guns, these 2 Gatling guns in the rear, these 2 Gatling guns down here, these Gatling guns here, and these Gatling guns here. It has 12 Gatling guns, and that's it. So this is a destroyer. Only 14 Gatling guns. I forgot about these 2 up here. So 6 Gatling guns up here on the top, 2 Gatling guns there, 2 in the midships bottom, and 2 in the rear bottom, and these 2 on the top in the rear. So again, the front is usually where ships have most of their firepower, and this is no exception to that rule. The engine pods are rather nice. Huge amount of thrust to try to stop this thing, along with, you probably saw these here to try to stop it. All the thrust to go up and down is on these pods. Same with all the thrust to go left and right. It is 100% identical on all 3. And this is what it's packing for the rear. Each one contains 9 of these rear-firing thrusters with 2 Sage Industrial engines. So it's got some serious kick going forward. Going backwards, it's got a lot to try to stop it. Now, for armor, this ship is actually lightly armored. The entire bridge section is heavy armor. The hangar is heavy armor. And as for this is actually a mixture of heavy and light armor. The flat surfaces are heavy armor on the pods. The angled are not. As for these, there's heavy armor here in the middle. This middle section is all heavy armor, but the upper and lower sections are light armor. The heavy armor does come in slightly into the ship, just to that point, and that's it. So there's not much heavy armor, just enough to keep the engine pods on around the hangar and the bridge. That's the only heavy armor, the most vital areas, except the reactors. So, let's go over this thing's interior. I'm going to enter in from here, the forward airlock. First off, say hello to my friends. I'm going to enable the idle movement of those guns. There we go. So say hello to my little friends. Now the airlocks are color-coded. Yellow. Say hello to some more little turrets. The green is the reactor core, but this one also has the forward bridge. It's an emergency bridge right by a reactor. Yeah, that's not good. It is directly behind the railguns. If you take out these railguns, you're going to hit that bridge. Also, there's some gyros right next to it. Right by that gun. Up front, there's a little reactor hiding here. Now the point of that is people will target the reactor. So they'll hit in the front instead of here. Now this is not an easy target. There's a lot in the way. But the railguns and the reactor are right there. So really you aim for just in front of these turrets, you're going to do some serious damage. Now, as for the bottom, it's not so easy. But, there's a lot more covering the bottom to get there. So back into the ship from the airlock. Going down, we'll get to in a minute. Going up, gravity generator. And crew, facilities. Fridges, same. It's a small crew, it's a small ship. Heading down, we've got the cryopods. Heading this way leads into the hangar. Red equals hangar. We'll get to that later. Going up here, we got another little friend. Going down, and here we have the midship reactors. 2 midship reactors. You see, we didn't mention, we passed some cargo pod. There's a cargo pod we passed, along with gyroscopes. Plenty of gyroscopes hiding. Couple big ones hiding. Plenty of small gyros hiding about everywhere I could stick them. And here's the midships reactors. So we're going to go back through this door. This is just a simple airlock that leads up to the bridge. Go through this door, airlock door, you have the some friends and the medical facility. And this leads to the bridge itself. The primary bridge. Plenty of panels. This is supposed to be a main support ship, so yeah. So that's the one forward. So going from here, going on back, you have the rear airlocks, which is triple-doored airlock systems. And a lot of turrets. This airlock, it's a, that does have a door separating it. So it's all one big airlock with multiple systems, even here. So yes, coming to the back, the red leads down to the hangar. Blue on either side. The jump drive. This ship is packing 2 jump drives in the rear. And this green, another primary reactor. Now, if I recall, going a bit further, yes, here they are. It's Sticking out the side here, we've got a cargo container hiding right by that reactor. Sitting there. We have a cargo container and oxygen tanks. There's 6 oxygen tanks hiding here with a pair of oxygen generators. Again, this is duplicated on the other side of the ship. So, a cargo container in the rear section with oxygen and another cargo container. Forgot about that. There's 2 cargo containers with a reactor. Wait, no, this is the midship reactor. This is the midship reactor with those gyros, and here's the cargo pod. We got it. So this is right under these guns here. There's plenty of gyros. Like I said, there's these. It's probably a good idea to just split this thing in half. I'll be right back. The game won't let me split in half just yet. Go figure. So we're gonna come back to splitting in half later. But that is the entire interior of the ship with the exception of the hangar. So from here, I'm going to go down. This is the rear hangar hatch. Got the light there. So, in the hangar itself, it's not very well lit, per se. Little turret hiding. The dual door. Room, yes, but not a whole lot of room. It's not a big ship. The hangar's not big at all. But it is well protected with plenty of heavy armor blocks around it. And some gyros. Yeah, again, gyros hiding in every nook and cranny I can possibly get it to try to get this thing to turn. So, now I'm going to take a look at the stats here. Just over 13 million kilograms. Remember, the Katarn was about 27, 28 million. This is just over 13. 28 batteries, 170 gyroscopes. And now the flight test. Oh yeah, the beacon, forgot to mention that, is hiding right here. Right in the neck. Right behind, it is the antenna and a laser antenna. So yeah. Well, let's actually take a look at the firepower first. Button 6 fires the rockets. That's continuous fire. 3, 2, and 1 are single shots. Button 6 is rockets, continuous fire. Button 4 is the turbolasers, continuous. And that's pretty nice. You notice there's a bit of a spread. Button 2 fires the main railguns. Now they have a very long reload, so bear that in mind. And it's still reloading. There he goes. So, in the second panel we have 1 is that there. 2, no it's not. 2 is down here, this one. 3 is the camera, located just here because you can see the on. There's the camera there for button 3, 4, and 5. These 2. Button 6 is, let's actually look. This is the camera there. Button 6 is on the other side, and button 7 is just above those railguns. So bear that in mind. Don't get in front of this ship, you're gonna die. So lastly, flying. Forward thrust we'll do later. Right now, going to the right. It's not that quick. 5 meters per second right there. I mean, it'll stop fine, but 5, it takes it a while. Now going up, also 5 right there. It takes it about 3 seconds to get 5 meters a second out of this thing. So it's not very fast. Reverse, 5, so it takes it about 2 seconds to reverse. Well, it takes about 4 seconds for left, right, up, and down, 3 seconds for 5 meters for reverse, but forward, 5, 10, 15. So it takes it 2 seconds to reach 15 meters a second in forward. Now for maneuverability, it actually spins quite well. Except for this way. It's not bad. It's just not fabulous, but it's okay. And you can really put the paint on somebody with those. So bear that in mind. There they go. That's a lot of paint on somebody. Button 7, by the way, is the hanger, but there is no camera down there. Reason, just, it's a smaller ship. It's not really meant to have the camera on the Katarn is because it's supposed to help others. This thing's not. The Katarn is a boarding ship. This thing is just an escort destroyer. This is an escort ship. In fact, I'm going to change the name. There we go. It's an escort destroyer. It's not meant to assist in people boarding ships or bringing other people in. It's supposed to have a few fighters. It's supposed to send those fighters out, and it's supposed to escort a convoy or a bigger ship. The Katarn is meant to kill things and bring in dignitaries, go here, go there, capture enemy ships. The Katarn is a round ship. It's meant for good stuff. This is just meant to escort things. It's not really meant to board. It's not meant to do much. Star Wars Rebels is different than here, of course. So that's what it's good for. I'm going to disable the automatic movement. So, firepower again. Firepower of this thing's not fantastic, but it's not bad. With 14 Gatling turrets, 8 on the top and 6 on the bottom. It's not lightly armored or armed, but it's not heavily armed or armored either. These turrets are probably going to shoot the ship, so be careful. Yes, the primary firepower is not that much. 6 of these turbolasers turrets with these 2 bigger turbo turrets. And then forward firepower is fantastic, but, well, the Katarn has no forward firepower, basically. I'm going to adjust the Katarn. I need to take it down, adjust it, put it back up, so I'll put a Katarn 2, I'll do that. So, there's no customization on this ship. Every room that can be taken up has been taken up. Now I'm going to upload this to Steam, and then I'm going to split it in half and show you. So, I'll be right back. Alright, so we're going to take a look at this thing, a little peel back. I'm going to peel back later. I just uploaded it to Steam so I didn't lose it, thank God. So here's what it looks like peeled back. This is the bottom half, which I'm gonna show you this in a minute. Whoop. So this is what we've got going from the front. That secondary bridge is hiding right here, right by that reactor. You've got that turret with this reactor hiding right up front. You've got plenty of gyros, you can see them. Here's the forward reactor, the forward cargo containers, the primary gyroscopes are located here, the midship reactor, that's just, no, there should be a reactor here. This one's removed because it's slightly elevated from the others. There we go. Yeah, so there's the midship reactor, forward reactor, midship, rear reactor. Several smaller reactors here and there. Gravity generator with the crew quarters. And we've got the gyroscopes, which I'm gonna give these back so I can show you, and the cargo. So, you can see where the cargo is. The forward cargo is there, the mid cargo, and the rear cargo. Here's the oxygen generators, and the oxygen tanks, and the 2 jump drives. So, there's that. And of course you've got the engines here. Now I'm going to tear this apart and show you what's underneath this. Bing. So, this layer down, you can see where the stuff should be. You've got the cargo and reactors and jump drives, gyros, cargo reactors, and yada yada yada. There's that bridge. Now I'm taking this one level at a time for a reason. This is the primary airlock located there. Now let's take this another layer. I'm slowly working my way down to that hangar basically. So here we can see where you'd be standing on several of the areas to walk and a horde of gyroscopes in the back. Yeah. This is the jump drives still there, and the more oxygen tanks still. Plenty of stuff all around now. I believe if I remove this one, it's gonna be the hangar, which is what I'm trying to get to. And it is not. Forgot how I designed it. Let's leave those pods there for now, so you can see where they're supposed to be, because this is really gonna hurt. I'm just adding this in so you can don't lose it. But you can actually see this symbol here is where the hangar's top layer is. So if I were to do this, there it is. Here's the top hangar. Well, the hangar rather. You see more gyros, plenty more gyros hiding all around. And you can see, as I'm clearing up this stuff, you can see where the turrets are located, where just how big the hangar is. It's not that big. I mean, look at that thing's hangar. You know, there's no comparison. This pretty much all that's left of this ship is a hangar. Let's take one more layer just to measure. That did something. You can see where you would come down into the hangar here and there. I'm probably just going to take my ships that are smaller and just delete them layer by layer so you can understand everything from now on. So, we're still not done. We're still not down to it. There they are. So this will get rid of the top force field. My hangar does have a dual force field. And more gyros. Yep, there are more gyros hiding inside that hangar. And this is still not the bottom layer of the ship. Now it is. That was the bottom layer. So, yeah. So, the ship is quite small compared to other vessels I've made. Plenty of other vessels I've made, where it is quite small, but it has its uses. It would be a cheap, a cheap substitute for like the Katarn, for example, but still be useful. You know, the firepower it has isn't fantastic. It's not phenomenal firepower, but it's still going to leave a mark. That is not slow, per se, not in a straight line. It's going to be difficult to turn and maneuver, but it's meant to stay near cargo ships. And those don't turn, those don't maneuver. So that's okay, but it can break away from them to go kill something and then make it back. And it doesn't have much of a hangar, but it's enough you can stick a few fighters in to ruin someone's day. Now, because it's a destroyer, destroyers are meant to have a lot of firepower to deal with bigger ships, and that's exactly what this has. 8 Forward Turbolasers, 2 rockets, 3 heavy railguns, 2 of those bigger guns there, which that thing has like 6 of them, or 8 of them, excuse me, and 6 smaller turbolasers with 14 Gatling guns for defense. So it's not bad ship. It's not bad at all. Just needs a good commander. it doesn't really need much of a crew. This thing would need a crew, but it doesn't need much, not that. So, I will catch you all later. Ciao, as I fly back to the station now. See you.